welcome back to another episode of the Grappling Network's Best of College Wrestling. We've got the D2 National Championship, Augustana versus University of Central Oklahoma. These are some tough schools. Let's get to the wrestling.
And we are set to go here in our Division II final here at the NWCA USMC Multi-Division National Dual Meet Championships, brought to you by A Better Way Capital Construction and Defense Soap, hosted by New Way. Here at the Division II Championship Final, I'm Jason Bryant with you, and we've got the top-seeded Broncos of Central Oklahoma taking on the upstart and unseeded Vikings of Augustana. That's the one in South Dakota, Northern Sun Conference. And Central Oklahoma, that's the Broncos, and they spell it with an H. At 125 pounds, about a minute in. Guy Clevenger of Central Oklahoma against top-ranked Jackson Roman of Augie. 93 teams, 36 mats here at the Unidome. Action going out of bounds, 23 to go. Clevenger hanging tough with the top-ranked wrestler in the country. Clevenger, redshirt freshman out of Catoosa, Oklahoma. Roman, Division II runner-up last year. Came in as the 5 seed. Take a look at that championship bracket that they were in the always rugged Division II. Opened up with a 28-9 win over Upper Iowa. Then beat McKendree 21-13 before getting past St. Cloud State 24-10. Augustana was unseeded. Beat University of Indianapolis 36-13 first round, and then beat Northern State, who had upset second-seeded West Liberty. And then in the semis, Augie beat third-seeded Lander, who at one point was number 1 in the country. So Augustana's not the Northern Sun team you usually would expect here. Although Augustana finished second the national duels back in 2005. They were also second in 2011, both times losing to the former program at Nebraska Omaha. And there's the escape. 10 to go. Clevenger still hanging on the leg. Roman trying to scoot. And the first one of the day is an upset. Number 1 goes down. Central Oklahoma's Guy Clevenger starts the Broncos off big. Muse, redshirt freshman out of Choctaw, Oklahoma, one of the great wrestling towns in the state. Huffman out of Omaha, Nebraska. Millard West. Muse looking big right away. He's looking for the fall, trying to settle. Muse readjusting. And there's the 6 for UCO. Bronco busting right now, 9-0, 32 seconds. Sean Muse with the fall. Now we'll bring up second-ranked Dylan Lucas of Central Oklahoma. Going to take on John Babineau. Babineau, junior out of Andover, Minnesota, just north of the Twin Cities there if you're geographically challenged. Dylan Lucas, Oklahoma State champ. Lucas looking for the fall. There's the fall. Back to back for UCO. Returning All-American. 15-0 just like that for the Broncos. So just like that, we'll move to 149. Top-seeded Central Oklahoma. An upset win over the number 1 125-pounder, and then back-to-back first-period pins. We'll beat Dylan Brown from UCO and Cale Larson, 10th-ranked 149-pounder in the country. Dylan Brown, junior college runner-up last year for the Golden Norsemen of Northeastern Oklahoma A&M, a junior college transfer. Joe Renfro built a solid junior college program in Miami, Oklahoma. And Cale Larson strikes first here with a three-point takedown to take a 3-0 lead. A group of tough, a lot of homegrown Oklahoma kids here, where wrestling to many is a religion. They're thinking head throw, but just out of bounds. Almost scored on the headlock. He's got to keep working or he's going to be in a dangerous position. He's got to maintain control. He doesn't have a whole lot of time to work here. And he will not get out, and Cale Larson upset by Dylan Brown. So 2 falls and 2 ranked victories for Central Oklahoma. Broncos keep riding tough. 18-0 UCO. We'll be back with more from Cedar Falls after this.
And we're back. Augustana's got some work to do. UCO is in a commanding lead, 18-0. Let's get to the next match.
Back here at UNI, we moved to 157 pounds. Division II National Duels Championship Final. Going to meet Connor Simmons of Augustana. He will be in the red anklet. Gabe Johnson from UCO. Johnson ranked number 4 in the nation. UCO trying to win its second National Duels title in 3 years. And now there's 3 points on the takedown for Gabe Johnson. The first 4 matches have gone UCO's way. Upset win, fall, upset win. Now we got a ranked Gabe Johnson. And Johnson with a 2-on-1 roll through tilt. Referee looks like he's holding 2. Yep, holding 2. Again, college rule change, 3-point takedowns. We've got 2, 3, and 4 swipes for near fall. So now a 5-0 lead. 30 to go, 5-0 lead. Riding time now up over a minute. Johnson maintaining control. Lift and return. And Johnson going to ride out the rest of the period. 92 seconds of riding time, a 5-0 lead. And stall warning on Johnson on bottom. He's going to turn face, get neutral, extend the lead now to 6-0. And in on the single leg, Johnson climbs up, gets 3. So a 9-1 lead with riding time. Johnson going to cover and pounce for 3 more. And going to try to roll it through. And we've got a count. We got some swipes. Full set of 4 being held. Johnson going to get 4. That's how it's going to end. Tack on 4 more, and it will be a technical fall, 16-1. Rolling now, 23-0 halfway through. Now moved to 165 pounds. It'll be 12th ranked Hunter Jump of UCO. His opponent, Peyton Anderson. Jump driving in on the single leg. Hunter Jump, 2-time state champion in Oklahoma. Started his career at Lawton MacArthur before finishing at Duncan. And Jump doubling off, finally finishing this sequence and to build a 3-0 lead. And following the roll through is Jump, and maintaining his control. Coming up on 10 seconds here in the first. Action towards the table. And we got a fresh start, 4 seconds to go. Still waiting on the restart. There we go. Forward roll through, time is out. And Anderson will start in the down position. Thank you for checking out this presentation of college wrestling. We've seen some general craziness ensue throughout the course of the weekend. 93 teams, 6 divisions, 36 mats, and an open division as well. 4-1 lead after the escape for jump. Riding time at 1:21. Long shot from space, sucks in the leg. Lifts up, shelves it. And forward roll through by Anderson. Almost caught himself on his back, but jump's going to get 3. Make it 7-1. With the riding time advantage would make it 8-1, but fake shot, low ankle by jump. Can he finish here? And that's how it's going to end. Initial point for the riding time. 8-2, Hunter jump. 3 more points on the board for UCO. 26-zip after 165. Now go to 174 pounds for UCO. Number 12, Anthony Devine. He's going to be taking on Coy Gunderson of Augustana. And up and out finally is Devine to take the 1-0 lead on the escape. And Devine snaking that leg. Shin Whizzer rolling through. And Devine being patient. Waits for Gunderson to dive roll through and just says, I'm going to catch you right here. And extends his lead now to 4-0 on the 3-point takedown. And working that 2-on-1 tilt. Elevates it. He's got a 1 count. A couple 1 counts. A little bit of a rolling start, but they just let it go. Gunderson hasn't had much luck trying to get out at all here in the third period. And 1 on the escape for Gunderson. Action out of the circle. Restart with 7 ticks to go. And 2 more. Tack on a point for riding time. It'll be 8-1. And another 3 big points on the board for Central Oklahoma. Back with 184 after this.
UCO is really giving it to them. Let's see what Augustana's got. Back to the next match.
And welcome back to Cedar Falls, Iowa, the Unidome for the 2024 NWCA U.S. Marine Corps Multi-Division National Dual Meet Championships presented by A Better Way Athletics, Capital Construction and Defense Soap, hosted by New Way. I am Jason Bryant, and we are keying in here at 184 pounds. In our Division II final for Central Oklahoma, the top seed leads unseeded Augustana of South Dakota 29-0. Couple ranked wrestlers here. The only ranked head-to-head that we've seen since, well, actually it's the only one we've seen so far. It'll be Garrett Wells, the number 3 ranked wrestler in the country for UCO, and 7th ranked Cade Mueller from Augie. Garrett Wells, 2-time Oklahoma State champion. Cade Mueller, 2018 Minnesota Class 2A state champion at Waconia. 10 to go, still scoreless. For a second, people might have confused him with Upper Iowa, but Upper Iowa actually left the Northern Sun Conference, so they're no longer a conference foe. I guess opening the door for that particular color scheme to be available. Then again, they're also more of a Navy in a lot of their other sports. And at least the contrast between singlets here is nice to tell you who's who besides the anklets. And there's two on the reversal for Mueller. Mueller's going to cut him free. Big, heavy paw there by Wells. Stall warning on Mueller. Diving in as Wells on the attack. Mueller gets 3 and takes a 5-2 lead here, 15 to go. Quick stalemate. And one in the escape. 5-3. 2 seconds. 1. And Mueller is going to hang on and give Augie its first win of the duel. Will be 29-3 and a 5-3 win in the ranked head-to-head matchup. Number 7, Cade Mueller, over number 3, Garrett Wells. And now we'll go to 197 pounds. Beats Max Ramberg from Augustana. Ramberg, a sophomore out of Baldwin, Wisconsin. Baldwin Woodville High School. His opponent, super senior Dalton Abney, Tulsa, Oklahoma. And he's going to strike first with the 3-point takedown. Abney ranked, as you might expect, number 1 in the nation, as he is the returning 2-time Division II national champion. Was second in 2021 and stood at the top of the podium on 2022 and 2023. 23-2 last year. And looking for a fall. And trying to settle UCO. Looking for its 3rd fall of the duel. Referee holding 4. Might be the 2nd toughest man bun in the state of Oklahoma behind Dayton Fix. Stall warning on Ramberg, but right now it's just kind of duck and cover on bottom as he's going to look for that roll through tilt. And 8-0 with the riding time at the end of 1. Ramberg looks over. I'm going to defer. Abney going to start in the bottom position. Abney hit for stalling. Just a warning on the bottom position. Under a minute to go. Good lift and return there by Ramberg. And riding time has been erased. Ramberg's been applying a pretty tough ride here on top. And Abney going to get hit with stalling again, gives up a point, so now 8-1. Ramberg with that back bow. That should be the count because Abney's been underneath for 3 minutes and counting after building an 8-0 lead. And stall warning again. That'll be another point for Ramberg. And a strong 2-period ride, but Max Ramberg only able to get 2 stalling points out of it. And a point for riding time, making it 3rd point, so 8-3 Dalton Abney. Strong first period was all he needed. And your winner at 197 UCO with another one, 32-3, as we head to 285. Now got a 285 pounds, Max Balo coming out here for Augustana. Redshirt freshman out of Lake City, Minnesota, right on the Mississippi River. His opponent, Sean Streck, returning national champion. Another one of those super seniors. Merrillville, Indiana. Streck was 6th in 2022 and was a top seeded national champion a year ago. Back in the lineup the first time this week. That's why he's not ranked, because, well, you don't wrestle, you don't get ranked. And a little snap spin go behind for Streck. 3-0 takedown. Minute into our first period. Minute to go, still a 3-0 lead for Streck. Is his riding time now up over 1 minute. And now grabbing that far wrist, trying to grab that far wrist, now pressuring forward on the head. Now finally slides that bar in. Well, he tried to. Spent a week and a half trying to set it up and then lost it. So 3-0 with almost 2 minutes of riding time at the end of one for Sean Streck of UCO. And up and out, Streck, 4-0 the lead. And 3 more on the takedown for Streck, now 7-0. Press down the head till you get up and out, and he does Balo. So now 7-1 as we're back to our feet. And a half shot by Balo. He's immediately paid for as Streck spins behind, goes behind, gets 3, and makes him eat some wrestling mat here for a short bit. And Streck now stalking, blood's in the water. Streck, stall warning, and now a 3-point takedown. 13-3 as we're on our feet. Again, fake shot, go behind. 3 more. 16-3. And one on the escape. 16-4, a takedown will do it, if my math is correct. Far ankle, double leg. 3 on the takedown, and that will do it. A technical fall, and 37-3 will be your final score. And another National Dual Meet Championship, the 3rd in school history, is going to go back to Edmond, Oklahoma. Your dual meet team champions in Division II, the Broncos of Central Oklahoma.
And that's going to do it for another episode of the Best of College Wrestling. I tell you what, the Division II National Championship goes to UCO in a commanding fashion, 37-3. These guys have done it again. They really got a program that's sustained over the years. Can't wait to see it on the next episode of the Grappling Network's Best of College Wrestling.